Hello and welcome. You are listening to Tom Bradley, the Easy Diet Coach. Following this presentation, listen for a valuable free offer.
I suppose if I make a big deal out of telling people's weight loss stories, I should tell mine. I was born a big kid. I was a fat baby. I was a fat toddler. I was a fat kid. I was a fat adolescent. As a matter of fact, terrible things that kids say to each other. And I don't know that they necessarily mean to be cruel, but, they don't have the social governor that adults have, or maybe they're not as inhibited. But just, some cruel tauntings. As a matter of fact, I'll share a very, very, very personal story with you. I was a young kid, maybe third grade, and, my dad was a rough and tumble warehouse worker, and he didn't have any sympathy for my weight loss issues. And I can remember in the summertime, I was on a little baseball team with the local boys club, and he sent me to practice. He was heading off to work. He worked the night shift, and he was going to send me to practice. My mom was supposed to collect me on her way home from work. And the laundry wasn't done or something. I don't remember the circumstances. It was a long time ago. But I remember he sent me to baseball practice, and I didn't have a shirt. And he insisted that it wasn't a problem. I didn't want to go. I knew I even as a third grader, I could look in the mirror and tell I had a problem. I went to my baseball practice, and I don't know which one of the kids came up with it, but somebody labeled me Titty Man. And, instantly it stuck. And as a matter of fact, it stuck good, and it stuck with me for all the years I lived in that neighborhood. It was a terribly painful remembrance. I hated it, and it made me self-conscious in ways that I didn't even realize till many years later. So, all the time growing up, I was super careful to wear really baggy clothes and try to hide my weight. And by the time I was in fourth grade, the doctor had me on a weight loss program. So I really had, I had issues. As a teenager, young adult, not so bad. I was kind of an active teen. I surfed, I rode bikes, I did things like that, and it kind of kept my weight in check. But by the time I was, my mid-20s, working full-time again, bam, back up to, way bigger than I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2", but I was still, well over 250 pounds. So, packing a lot of weight around. I tried everything. This was, in the 80s, so you could still buy, high-octane diet pills. Tried that, tried shakes, tried, every elixir, potion, and pill you could find, and just nothing worked. Either it didn't work at all, made me sick, or it tasted like crud. So I just didn't use it. And it wasn't until a few years ago, my wife actually and her daughter introduced me to Herbalife, and I was skeptical, but how you do, you humor your loved ones. So gave it a try, tasted okay, worked pretty good, and she set me up on a plan, and it satisfied my hunger, kept me feeling good, found a lot of energy, and bam, next thing you know, 30 days, 30 pounds. And crazy, right? But that's what happened. I lost 30 pounds in 30 days, was tracking my measurements. So, by the end of the shakedown, of about 6 weeks or so, I'd lost 42 pounds of fat, added 7 pounds of lean muscle mass, and I'll show you how we measure that and how you can tell how you're doing. And I just felt great. And then along the way, by then I was in my mid-40s, and I had reflux. I was taking prescription medication for reflux, sleeping propped up at night, all that whole routine. The doctor was just ragging on me about my cholesterol, and all that went away. My reflux went away. My cholesterol numbers got in line. Everything just fell into place. I just felt fantastic. So, I became kind of a zealot. Now I'm out helping other people. I look back, my history. If you go to my blog, you'll see that, my mom was obese. Matter of fact, I'm still convinced that that's what killed her, was her obesity that, just complicated everything else going on in her life. But I have become a crusader for helping people lose weight because I know how much better it feels. I know no matter how much of a facade you put on, you feel really crappy when you're overweight. When you get out of the shower in the morning, you look in the mirror and, you're just hanging and bulging all over the place. That's ridiculous. So I'm here to help. That's my story. Very personal. Like I said, I shared something with you that I've never shared with anyone before. And if I can help you in any way, you be sure and let me know.
Thank you for listening to this presentation by Tom Bradley, the Easy Diet Coach. Tom lives in Provo, Utah, and came to wellness and weight loss out of necessity, but has hung around from passion. Tom's straight-ahead approach to wellness and nutrition to promote weight management and healthy aging is a simple solution for the growing trend of obesity and chronic illness. Want help losing weight? Tom has coached hundreds to lose weight and keep it off. Subscribe to Tom's Easy Diet Coach newsletter and get a free body composition analysis and wellness evaluation for a successful launch at the last diet you'll ever need. Subscribe now at easydietcoach.com.